Well, hi, everybody, and welcome back for another VOG Network, Voice of Geeks Network video. And today, the topic is all about this week's DLC for Dead by Daylight, tying in one of the greatest movie franchises in horror and sci-fi and all of it of all time, Alien, or Aliens, if you will, but not Alien 3. No, there's a time and a place
No,
for that.
it's not even aliens. It's just Alien.
All right, I am Rob Roberts, and of course, DarkSakura from OLR, the person to always derail the show with chat about Dead by Daylight. Of course, I have to invite DarkSakura here tonight to talk about the Dead by Daylight Alien DLC.
What's up?
Hey, so let's start, as I usually do, with long story short. And I'm going to attempt to do some bot matches and actually show this DLC while we do it here on the PTB. So bear with me here. We're a little bit experimental tonight. But okay, so long story short with this, what do you think about the choice of these characters that they've done? And what do you think about the DLC as a whole, DarkSakura?
So I watched a couple people play, mostly Hydro.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, I'm kind of in love. Number one. There's just so much being added to the game in the form of first of all, the perks for both characters are pretty tops, and I've already thought of some combinations for some of them. But what was really exciting to me was getting to explore the Nostromo and all the little Easter eggs that got thrown in. And Jonesy.
Oh yeah, the fact that they have Kitty is with us is amazing.
Yeah, Jonesy is in two parts of the game.
Oh.
So there is when you're on Ripley's lobby, her idle animation has Jonesy coming out and rubbing between her legs, her ankles, and then getting belly rubs.
I can't add a Ripley bot. I'm stuck with whatever the game gives me. Oh well, I can play a Ripley match in a little bit. It's fine.
All right, and then the other is, I don't want to ruin like all of the. I mean, I think everything's already been pretty much spoiled for everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain jump scare that happens. And then there's a locker near where that jump scare happens, and if you open it, you hear "Wow!" and out comes Jonesy running down the hall.
Okay.
The Nostromo also has kind of like a bonus thing, kind of like how Midwich does to open the special room.
Mm-hmm.
You find a key card on a corpse, and then you go to this place where it says like reset pipes. And then you put in a directional code, kind of like what you do with Skull Merchant, with her drones, and it opens up a special room.
I'm gonna play this new killer for the first time, and I've watched other, like you, I watched some other streamers play it, but I have yet to. This is the first time I've ever done PTB. Just for y'all, I'm actually on the PTB to check out this killer and do all this stuff. And of course, I don't get the new map, but that's okay. So tell me a little bit about this killer and what you've kind of learned about it, DarkSakura, because I'm not sure I know.
All right, so to me, he's a little bit Demogorgon, but you see that hatch there, so you can go down these hatches and transverse these tunnels underground.
It wouldn't let me, but I'm assuming that's because my power isn't built up yet.
Yeah. So and the survivors can set up turrets.
Oh boy.
But when you're underground, you can see their footprints.
Oh, that's cool.
As long as, even when they're just normal walking, you cannot see them when they're crouch walking. So, there is a decent lunge range on the Xenomorph. But let's start though with some of those perks.
Okay.
I don't know how much you've seen of the Xenomorph's perks.
Sorry, I just found a pair of Megs. I'm very excited. All right.
I'm still gonna try to get the PTB to work, but it like starts and it says you're not using the supported version. So we're gonna start with the Xenomorph's perks. So, and you're gonna start to see some similarities between these and some others. So, first of all, the first perk to know with the Xenomorph is Ultimate Weapon. When you open a locker, the perk activates for 30 seconds. Survivors entering your terror radius scream and reveal their position and gain blindness for 30 seconds. Then you have a cooldown at 40, 35, 30 seconds. That is kind of like a reverse Face the Darkness. But see, did you see where you could see the red just ahead? That showed you their feet.
Oh, and I was selecting where I wanted to navigate to. I get it. I get it.
You
Okay.
can slowly transverse it like you're actually walking, or you can have it go to a location.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
All right. So your next perk is Rapid Brutality, where you no longer gain Bloodlust, but if you hit a survivor with a basic attack, it gives you 5% haste for 8, 9, 10 seconds. That has been shown to pair with what's that Mikey perk that makes you faster?
Oh, save the best for last or something like that?
Yeah, save the best for last.
Oh, I'm bad with this tail attack. I just want everybody to know.
Yeah. Just the tail, though, goes, like, straight forward.
I guess it's kind of like Nemesis's tail whip a little bit.
It is just coming from the other way.
Got it.
All right, and so your last one is Alien Instinct. When you hook a survivor, you see the aura of the farthest injured survivor for 5 seconds, and then they're oblivious for 16, 18, 20 seconds.
Okay.
So that, though, a survivor could use that against somebody by bringing in a Plot Twist, the Nick perk.
Huh.
Where with Plot Twist, I mean, you can be injured, you can be fully healthy, but you put yourself into the dying state. And then if you do that in the far corner of the map, that can make it a distraction. And then I'm just trying to think what else. So that, killer using that comes your way, but you have 5 seconds, you can go move somewhere else and pick yourself up. At the end of that 5 seconds, and then they're looking for you and you're not there, and you might have pulled them off of somebody else. So, I mean, that's kind of how I see it. The Rapid Brutality one also, the thing that I like is that it's sort of like you don't have to rely on your bloodlust. It's like kind of like when a survivor gets hit, except when you hit a survivor, you get the perk. So you're getting a haste boost at the same time they're getting a haste boost. So, and with the Alien Instinct, that also one thing I really like about it is it's actually discouraging camping and tunneling.
Oh, you get Killer Instinct when you come out of the tunnels, too. That's nice.
Yeah.
Except I already lost this person. Curse these bots.
I was watching, who was it? Was it Vulpixia, I think? Or Lynxie? One of the two. Put up a video of, no, it wasn't either of them. It was somebody else. But they had a video up of them loading into the match and then DCing to spectate the bot. And this bot ran a Huntress for nearly the 5 gens. Pallet stunned and blinded her. And was like, gee, until, finally the Huntress, got her. But some of these bots, man, they've got some programming chops.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's taking them a while to... Am I ever going to hit one of these people with a tail attack? I'm so bad at this. Interesting.
And see, I didn't get a lot of seeing where the difference with the tail and everything was. But,
you can really see it from the survivor side. I'm going to switch to the survivor side in a little bit. And you can really see, like, the difference. It's terrifying from survivor side, quite frankly.
Well, now the fun thing, though, when the alien or the xenomorph picks up a survivor, he picks them up by their neck.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, that's like an acid shot, if I'm right. I mean, I don't know why you don't spit it, because I don't recall the tails shooting out acid, but... Oh, you got burnt.
Yeah.
Girls don't get burnt.
He's trying to run me through a turret or something.
Which is actually smart. I mean, the turrets are the new head-on.
Yeah, I love that survivors have a counterplay to the mechanic that's really good. That's what strikes me as really interesting about this DLC, is that they've really got some interesting kind of survivor versus killer mechanics in it.
Oh, let me tell you about Ripley's perks.
Okay.
So Ripley gets one called Lucky Star. When you hide in a locker, the perk activates. You leave no pools of blood and make no grunts of pain for 10 seconds. When you exit the locker, you see the survivors and the closest generator's aura in yellow for 10 seconds. Perk goes on cooldown for 40, 35, 30. Imagine something like that paired with, like you could have the ultimate make no noise ninja build with Calm Spirit and Iron Will. And that.
Oh my gosh.
And throw in Light-footed. So with Light-footed, that's the other one of the other perks. Light-footed, when you are healthy, this perk activates. Your running footsteps are silent. The perk goes on cooldown for 28, 24, 20 seconds after doing a rushed action. So basically, you a ninja. This is the ultimate you can't hear me, you don't know where I am thing. All the immersed people are going to be using these. And now the last one, and I love this. It is basically Blast Mine for pallets.
Oh yeah, that sounds so cool, this perk.
It's called Chemical Trap. So after completing 70%, 60%, 50% progress on any generator, the perk activates. While standing next to a dropped pallet, press the active ability button 2 to install a trap, which stays active for 100, 110, 120 seconds. The aura of trapped pallets are revealed in yellow to all survivors. Sucks to be whoever's using Windows of Opportunity. When the killer performs the break action on the trapped pallet, the pallet explodes and they are slowed by 50% for 4 seconds. So,
although I noticed in the PTB, you could really see those traps. Like, it was very obvious when a trap was on a pallet. I don't know if that was intended or, like, if it's just, you know, they're still testing these out on the PTB, which is possible.
I didn't notice at the time because they were basically looking for, geez, what's with these bots?
I know, not the bot blinding me.
Right? But they were, when I was watching Dro, it was a lot of like trying to figure out where that key card was and what it did and looking for Easter eggs.
Right.
Like I hope that you get the Nostromo on one because that map is something else. Oh, you got a tail attack.
I know, I finally hit a tail attack. I'm so excited.
Hey Rob, use tail whip.
It's super effective.
All we need is someone with Pebble. You know.
This little bitch and his flashlight. No way. I'm gonna face camp this bot.
Feel bad about tunneling him or something because he's, you know.
I can't even believe I'm being humiliated by bots right now. But to be clear, I have not played killer in this game in a very long time. I just want to put that out there. Thank you very much.
Hey, I finally got my Pyramid Head adept.
Congrats.
Thank you. And then I played another match and I got a 4K hatch on that one too.
What do you? Oh, I'm sorry. Were we done with the perks? We did.
Yeah, that was all the perks. Yeah.
What do you think about just Alien coming to the game? Like, was this like a bucket list perk for you, or a bucket list franchise for you, or what?
I was pretty sure it was going to happen at some point. And now, and I, like I was saying, it's just about damn time. Right. It needed to be here. It's a great franchise, and I'm also glad that they are doing like from the first movie continuity, because it was really a lot more of this kind of horror that I'm a little bit more into, that sort of suspenseful, slightly psychological. You know, and it did amazing things with the low budget the lower budget, I should say, that it had. And so I think that it lends itself very well to Dead by Daylight. The Nostromo is a great environment. It was just so much with it. Like, if they did, you know, an expansion like they were doing with Resident Evil, then I would absolutely dig to have aliens and have it be on that little planet. Oh, that bitch needs to die.
I know. It's like, how does he? I keep trying to tilt my head down. He's still pulling
it off. Does he keep pulling batteries out of his ass or something?
I don't know. I'm just bad. Yeah. It's fine. Like, I'm not here for skill.
Yeah. But at any rate, I mean, still, that was getting excessive. So, what was I saying? But if they did one, then yeah, they could do aliens and maybe, you know, give us, was it Hicks? Game over, man, game over.
Oh, yeah.
Or Vasquez, which actually, Vasquez has like my favorite comeback in that whole movie. Hey, Vasquez, you ever been confused for a man? No, have you? with those Marines. It's like, you show them, you break that gender norm.
I will
But yeah.
say I was a little disappointed, only a little bit. Obviously, I'm excited that the iconicness of Ripley is in this game. I'm a little sad it's not Sigourney Weaver, and we'll get to the Survivor side in a minute after this. I'm a little
Yeah.
sad it's not her. I'm totally proxy camping this game, by the way. I don't even, you can cancel me all you want
That's
for
cool.
it, but he deserves it.
He's not a real player, so it's
That's
fine.
true. That's right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I see the marks. Is Jake going for the save? Maybe. Anyway, I still think they did a good job with her look. Like, you know, I think it's
she hits the major points.
I think it's a better looking Ripley than like Laurie Strode looks like Laurie. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that they made Laurie look a little bit better when they gave the Quentin the much needed upgrade. But I just have this like fear that we're gonna get a Ripley, you know, in her tank top and underwear cosmetic.
Oh.
I'm not down for that.
Yeah, that'd be a little silly if they did that.
Yeah. I mean, she only technically like had like what the jumpsuit and whatever they were sleeping in as outfits in the movie. Although it would be cool to get sort of like her Alien 3 look. You know, the prison one where she was bald and tank top and
oh yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. You know, there's another thing that I absolutely, and see, the thing is that if no one has seen Alien, you need to stop whatever you're doing after the stream and go watch it.
It's been years. I haven't seen it in years. Like I barely remember it. I was a teenager, I think.
There will be so many things that go over your head. I mean, an Alien came out in '79. And the fact that it's so iconic and they got it, I mean, I'm pretty thrilled. And I have a feeling that this is one that had been in the works for a while.
Yeah, it is interesting that it comes out right after they just kind of had their original alien killer, right? With the Singularity.
I think that they might have been using that one sort of to gauge interest, perhaps, or to see how that genre would work.
A warm-up round?
Yeah, and it totally works. I mean,
yeah.
I'm still a little bit mad about my Singularity Adept.
Do you not have it?
Well, did I tell you what happened?
No,
is that my very one and only match I have played with Singularity, I got a 4K and hatch on RPD. And I couldn't figure out how to make the teleport work, so I did it all as an M1 killer.
Huh.
And I didn't get my my adept out of it, and I filed a report because I should have gotten my adept.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, it's bugged. Here's 50,000 blood points.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So tis what tis.
Tis what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So let me, like, I guess topic change a little bit here. Okay, I want to make sure if I do Survivor that I go against. Okay, yeah, there's, okay, so you can see Ripley here. And so you see it's very clearly not Sigourney Weaver. But yeah, I would say, you know, they got the look down decently. Like I think
her eyes are a little too big.
It's the made for TV. It's Alien becoming
it's the TV series. Alien the TV series.
Yes. Very that.
Now, since you are playing though on customs, right? You can pick your level.
Oh yeah, okay, then I'm gonna do that. How do I need to get the no, I want to go to killer, but I want the killer to be a bot. Can't I bot the killer somehow?
I don't think so.
I thought you could. Shucks. All right, well that's okay. I could just.
If I could get the PTB to work, I would gladly try. But
I'll just go in a match with randos as a survivor. What's the worst thing that could happen to me?
Solo queue. Well, then you should have an Nostromo offering then that you could use.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I have no blood points. 0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Crap. None blood points.
None blood points. All right, let me try this again. Let me see if I can get the bot thing to work, because I swear you can. I thought they at least had Trapper as a bot.
Hold on. Let me see. Set. Can we? How do you add killer bots? Thank you, Reddit. It's coming soon, allegedly. Oh, that's 8 months ago. Never mind.
Damn. All right, that's fine. We'll just go, you know, how are we not going to see the new killer? I would be shocked if we got a different killer. Also, I noticed that all these pictures, they just put this in the last patch though, right? With the Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I love all these new pictures. They
Some
look
of
really
them are
good.
not so great, but Dwight's just cracks me up.
I love Dwight's. So good.
He's like, I'm a little nervous.
I'm a little scared. Okay, so let me figure out which one of these perks I want to run. Hide in a locker for that perk. When you're healthy, your footsteps are silent. That's pretty good.
I
Oh,
love
chemical trap. I gotta try
light-footed.
that. Sorry, I'm gonna get my controller out. So let me ask you this. We've talked about the DLC a little bit. We know that there's other DLC that's scheduled for this year. It sounds like there's going to be some killer only releases that are on their way. Do you speculate at all what the upcoming, of course it's for Ripley's. Do you speculate at all what the upcoming killer DLC might be, or what you'd want to see?
Hmm. Well, I've won it. I mean, there's been the rumor floating around forever about Candyman.
Yeah, it's what I was going to bring up if you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it would be hilarious to have him against, a Nick Cage and go, not the bees.
Oh,
That would be
that's
funny.
true. That's true with a Nick Cage.
Yeah. Um, I have a feeling that we may be getting some of the cosmetics that they've just put out for mobile,
Hmm.
which are these really neat tropical looking outfits. Um, I'd have to text to you, but I would gladly do so at this moment.
Well, did you
So,
hear about the Silent Hill stuff that's supposedly
yeah, we're getting
incoming next
Maria.
week? Yeah, Maria's coming in as a survivor, which is it's a better fit than James, but that's interesting that that's coming in. Yet another Cheryl alt thing for me to buy. Cheryl has so many alts.
Well, technically she is 3 different people.
Okay, facing the Xenomorph. So because it's my first time going
Yeah,
against this killer, I get spoiled on who it is. I may have to turn up my volume slightly because I'm going to turn it up to 10 because
that's fine.
I guess it was overpowering us at the beginning when we were doing that last match, and so I'm going to turn it down a little bit, or turn it up now a little bit because I turned it too far down.
I did send you, via text, those, outfits.
Okay, I can't pull it up on stream right now,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll
They're
take a
super
peek.
cute. Well,
Yeah,
I did it on messages and not on Discord.
I know, so I can't pull it up,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Let
Um,
me
so Candyman is a potential. Man, I wanted the new map. Dang. All right, that's okay.
You got
Um,
oh, joy.
oh joy, it's the Garden of Joy.
So, I'm pulling up the roadmap. Um, so this is actually the one from May. But, so August alright, that was this
Oop,
one.
oop,
So,
there he is. Does he see me? He does. Shit, shit.
I hate the heart.
Oh, you don't like the heart thing?
No, I prefer to use the audio for that because my hearing is more sensitive,
Oh,
and the heart is just kind of overwhelming, distracting.
oh, sorry. Not me
No,
getting.
it's okay. That's me. You play however you need to.
Yeah, I was like, not me getting hit with the tail whip when I couldn't even hit a boss with a stupid tail whip.
Let me see if I can find the more up-to-date one.
Okay, oh, I can see the aura from hella far of the chemtrail, though. That's
Yeah.
cool.
What is roadmap year 8? Because I know that it was just posted just the other
Oh,
day.
yeah. That is wild that he kind of grabs you by the neck.
Yeah, it's very in lore, you know.
For sure.
Okay, let me see. Time. Pass.
All those other Ripleys went on the same gen.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so,
Oh, no, 2 of them are on
roadmap.
gen. That's fine.
All right, I've got the roadmap up. So, we are. All right, Tome 16 was July. It's now August. That's new killer, new survivor. So that's this. We have Tome 17 coming up. And then October, November, we have an in-game event. Right now, the August one, we're doing the barbecue.
Right.
November is a new killer, just a new killer.
Okay.
December in-game event, January through February. I'm guessing that's going to be New Year.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tome 18, we have new survivor only.
Hmm.
That's in January. For March, New Killer, New Survivor, and April, Tome 19.
So I imagine the New Killer, New Survivor combo will be like, okay, I want to play with one of these turrets. I want a flamethrower. Ooh, you get hindered with these. Interesting.
Yeah, while you're carrying it, you have to put it down and set it up.
Okay. But I'm going to do this by the gen, so I can do this gen in peace.
Exactly, that's what they're for.
Perfect.
And they also will give you a proximity warning.
Oh, that's right. They beep when it's... Was that noise that just made him using the underground tunnel? Because that's what it seems like.
Yeah, so it would give you, let me see if I can pull up something more specific about it. So, let's see. All right.
Oh my god, that scared me when the thing broke for like just half a second. I was like, did he disable it? And I don't hear him?
Is anyone gonna get the survivor though? Or are they all bots?
Oh,
No, someone got him.
No, there's somebody on a hook, but I just that's it. The outline is disappearing depending on how I turn my camera. That's unfortunate.
Because you have a direct view.
Oh, I guess
and
technically.
Nothing impairing your view.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, the turrets are stationary motion trackers. The more it beeps, the closer the alien is, and it works while the alien's in the tunnel. Its tracking range is in-game 41 meters.
Got it.
And that's the maximum range at which the turrets can detect a xenomorph and start beeping.
Okay. Interesting.
But apparently monitor and abuse might counteract some of that.
Yeah, the tiny tear radius kind of terrifies me on this killer because he's so like kind of stealthy in a way.
Well, that's absolutely, I mean, and that was the thing about Alien that was so, pretty much awesome, is that the first one was all about that suspense.
Right.
About where is this creature? Where is it gonna come from? What's going on with John Hurt's stomach? It was actually a funny story about him and in Spaceballs, because that was him doing the cameo in Spaceballs.
Oh,
in the diner scene.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, do you want to come in and do a cameo?" And he thought he was just gonna be like doing a little walk on or something. No, they put him in the full prosthetic after he said he was never gonna do that again, and that was like, oh no, not again. So, but anyway, little trivia, but at any rate, that's why I was going back to saying the first one is a better choice than just jumping right into Aliens, because Aliens is an action horror, and Alien singular is a suspense horror.
Note to self, don't try to do a podcast thing and do skill checks at the same time. This is probably not going to go well for you. Just note to self. I've now blown 3 skill checks.
Get good, Rob.
I know, get good.
But at any rate, it's because, especially with some of the killers, it's the suspensefulness of them. That's why, you have jump scare Myers.
Mm-hmm.
It's why you
Ghosty.
have Ghostface.
Yeah.
You have Pig. Although 90% of my matches these days have been getting booped, which I don't mind. Although I have been playing a very mean Pig lately. I'll just put that there. But yeah, the whole fact that you have the first game as the basis for the first movie as the basis for this makes it all the more. It's darker. It's creepier. The xenomorph is more ominous than just a series of massive amounts of drones attacking like it was in Aliens. And don't get me wrong, Aliens, hell of a movie. Has some of the best lines. Has the power lifter and get away from her, you bitch. But this Ripley was the Ripley that's never faced anything like that before. Now the traumatized, sole survivor. And the cat. The cat counts.
Oh, so he can destroy the turret.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But do you see what my point is?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
You have, I think that the suspense of the lone xenomorph is absolutely tremendous. And for the record, a face hugger does appear somewhere.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
But
So
you're off.
that was wild because the turret was the only way I knew he was coming. But I love how
Yep.
the turret made a counterplay out of that.
Mhm.
Oh fuck, the other turret's gone. Somebody give me a turret. Okay, I see another Ellen setting up a turret.
All right. Love to see that.
Of course, I'm sandbagging him, but you know. Oh, they left.
They're like, I am not getting set on fire again.
Except they
No.
did. Ha ha. Okay, I think I got out of there. Yay.
I mean, if they ever did aliens, you know,
Mhm.
I would want them to bring a level that has the queen. Oh, you gonna?
I'm like, do you want to heal or not? Okay.
But I would love to have one that has like a big level with the queen. Them popping out of that. That is so mad.
I know, we didn't have time to set up a turret, which is upsetting.
Now, this is a real player, right?
Yeah, this is real people.
It'd be funny if it's someone we know.
Oh, I doubt it. I'm gonna put this over here, a little distance away. Okay. Then I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
you don't have self-care. Oh, that's right, because you're.
No, I'm baby. I'm baby Ripley.
You're one perk Ripley.
Baby. Let me ask you this. Since you stream a lot of Dead by Daylight on your channel, obviously you're pretty much, I know you do retro and stuff too, but I would say you're probably like 75% Dead by Daylight streamer.
Yeah.
What's your take on like the current state of the game and how things are going?
That's a loaded question. I think that. Oh, dude, there's a lit totem. But
What?
I'm sorry, you know me and Bones.
Oh, dang. Good call. No, I would have totally missed this. Oh, I hope. Is this Noed?
Is the gate? Was the last gen done?
Yeah. Last gen's done.
Then it wasn't pink, so I mean it could be Noed.
Oh.
Well, shit.
He did not like me doing that totem.
Sorry, Rob.
But I don't know if that's Noed or what. So am I gonna get punished now for knowing where the totem was?
I shouldn't have said anything? Question mark?
No, it's fine.
Interrobang?
I guess I wasn't expecting a Xenomorph to have hex perks because that's not in his base kit. So
Yeah.
but somebody's playing with the build.
Yeah, well,
Somebody's
it's nice to
experimenting.
see how the new stuff interacts with the old stuff, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why PTB is there. Okay, so I had asked you the loaded question about
Yeah.
your thoughts
So-
on
I think that there are people who are still shitty tunnelers and campers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I say about those people? They have no skill at the game. I will go on my deathbed and say that anyone who tunnels and camps is not a, or I'd say who always relies on tunneling and camping, have no skill at the game. End of story. You know, kills do not equal skills. And so, yeah, they're annoying. People who hit on hook, I don't know why anyone would do that. What is, you know, wrong with them? That they think that that kind of behavior is appropriate. So, yeah, there are still assholes. There's a lot of assholes, and even with some of the things that have been thrown in to try to counteract, you know, some of the camping, some of the tunneling, you know, with giving the endurance to survivors, or I don't know if they implemented the what am I saying, the struggle thing on the PTB.
Oh, they got out.
They need to have that happen ASAP. But then I want to go into the flip side of this, because it actually seems like there's a reverse side of this that I have actually run into a lot of really pleasant people as well. Like, I've had killers come into my chat room when I'm playing Survivor and go, "Hi, I'm your killer. Just letting you know I'm doing this. Who wants to live?"
Mhm.
Or have them come and saying, "I'm not gonna hook you. I just want to camp," and then we can say like, "Oh, you can hook us a couple of times." Um, but at any rate, I've had people who have, been in the post game chat who have been absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
I've had someone who I would have let play with me if he were over 18.
Oh,
Yeah, mine is strictly 18 plus.
yeah, that's a
If
good
you are in
policy.
my chat room and you're under 18, don't tell me. What I don't know won't hurt anybody. Um, but that being said, you know, I think that there have been other people who are realizing that there's this toxic, like, attitude going on
Mhm.
and are going out of their way to be nicer people for it.
Yeah.
I've had more people I've between me and Shayla, we've been able to tame more and more, killers. Just,
Mhm.
go drop the toolbox, make friends with them. I only bring doo-doo toolboxes and medkits in anymore, unless I have to go in without my self-care. So, it's been but I've made more friends or at least decent acquaintances and networked more by just being nice in endgame
Yeah. No, and
or having other people be nice in endgame.
it's surprising, especially with how many marginalized community folks play this game, namely LGBTQ plus plus. It's really sad sometimes how mean everybody is to each other. But I guess sometimes that's the sports, the smack talking coming out a little bit that a lot of people get into is sports and all that. So, but there's
Well,
a difference between playful banter and like the meanness some people have sometimes, right?
yeah, I talk shit in my matches and then I'm really nice afterwards,
Yeah, yeah,
But most of my stuff is like kind of slightly in character,
hmm,
like I'll say like if I'm being picked up, "You put me down, I object."
yeah, yeah.
And then
That's
"Come
nothing.
back, I'll kick your face,"
Yeah,
stuff like that,
that's just silly
you
stuff.
know. And then when I play killer, I'll if I'm not trying to adapt, I'm usually gonna let someone live.
Yeah.
Try to be a little bit silly, communicate a little bit, you know.
Let
And
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead. I was
Oh no,
just
I'm just saying, yeah.
I'll say, let me wrap with this question since we've, talked about the DLC and the state of the game and stuff like that. I think this is the most obvious thing in the world, but I have to ask it as part of a DLC review. Do you see yourself dropping $10 on this chapter? Assuming it's going to be $10, which I would assume with licensed characters it will be. Do you see yourself dropping $10 on this DLC?
Rob,
I
you
have to
don't need to
ask.
ask.
The public wants to know. Will you be paying
Duh,
$10? Yes, of course.
duh.
Me too. And
And
I don't,
whatever cosmetics come out,
even if it's the questionable tank top underwear.
even if it's oh, I'm gonna run around in that the whole time if that comes out.
Uh,
I want there to be a special shirt for Ripley that just says Jonesy
mhm.
with a big kitty face,
Uh,
and
Obviously,
Jonesy's the
there's
best.
a huge Dead by Daylight community out there on Twitch. I'm sure you would have no problem finding some lovely Dead by Daylight channels, but just take a moment, quick. I think all the VOG people know you, but just in case they don't, quickly plug yourself in your channel real quick, and we'll wrap up.
Well, if you are watching live, I am in there right now, but it's DarkSakura underscore OLR. So DARKSAKURA underscore Oscar Lima Romeo or Orange Lounge Radio.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me to talk about this new DLC. I am Rob Roberts, and Dark Sakura and myself will see you here live Sunday nights at the Voice of Geeks Network over at Twitch TV at VOG Network, paired up with the Bobby Blackwolf Show and our pal Loki, also on Sunday nights. And you can also check out more great stuff over on our YouTube channel at VOG Network, and of course, VOGnetwork.com, our affiliated podcasts like Anime Jam Session and British Invaders. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the fog? Oh dear.
In the fog, but
In
not
s
on a frog.
in space where no one can hear you scream, but I do scream pretty loud.
I don't know, Meg, you can hear all those Megs
In space, you can only hear
in
Meg scream.
space. You can only hear. That's it. In space, you can only hear Meg scream.
There you go. I gave you your
the-
next stream title for free. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Later.